The market shoots higher Friday following our primary expectations.
This is Invest with Jacob.
Okay, guys, so in Friday's video, our primary path was looking for the market to break out to the upside to get wave 1 of 3 started, and it looks like that's exactly what we saw. The market chopped a little bit at the open before breaking out and never looking back. It hit almost the 4,000 level on the futures, and now the question is, was it a true breakout or was it a fake out? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, before we jump into the charts, as always, I like to go over what's going on in the room. And you can see here some excellent reviews from people on what's going on. We're absolutely crushing it. Guys are changing their lives. These guys have been with me for months and some a full year, and they're seeing huge returns when the market is getting killed. So if you'd like to learn how to do this and become part of our team, stay tuned for later in the video. For now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart. And if you've been following the channel for any amount of time, back on October 12th, you can go check out that video. It's called Big Pick Update, but it's on 10/12/22. When we were at 3,500, I said the market should push up to about 4,100, then pull back, then push up to 4,300. And so far, that's what we're seeing. Okay, and off of that pullback, when we hit the 4,100 area, that was our B wave down, and now we're trying to start our C wave up toward the 4,300 plus area. So off of that low, okay, we completed our 5 waves up in a diagonal, and then we said we should see a sharp sell-off in wave 2 into our support box, and that's exactly what we saw, and then our breakout higher here out of support. So our primary path looks like this. We had wave 1 up, so 5 waves completes wave 1 of C. You have wave 2 of C on this pullback here into the support box. Okay, and then we're trying to get wave 1 of 3 of C completed. So remember, you have 1 of C here, 2 of C here, and then in wave 3, we got to count all 5 waves. So you have 1 of 3, 2 of 3, 3 of 3, and so on. So 2 of C down. Okay, we'd like to see 1 complete around the 40.25 level. That's a very common target for a 1 of 3, that 40.25 to 40.54 level, or more commonly, the 0.5 to 0.618 is what we're really looking at. So when you measure waves 1 and 2, you get your fib extensions. And wave 1 of 3 should target between, it can hit the 382, which we've already basically hit, but typically it targets between the 0.5 and the 0.618, which is 40.25 to 40.54. So what I'd like to see is we had 1, 2, 3. We're looking for a 4 or 5 here up toward that 40.25 area to complete wave 1 of 3. Then we're looking for a pullback in 2 of 3, okay? And then we're looking for 3 of 3 up toward 4,200 on a pretty good shot. Now, if we start to get this look where we get a 4 and 5 and start to pull back, we want to see us hold support, and support will be defined by wherever the high is for wave 1 of 3. And then we want to see the market move back up and break out over the wave 1 high, and that's a really strong indication we're on our way. Ultimately, though, 40.90 is the top of the pivot. We need to see them break over that. And if they do that, break the wave 1 high and up through the pivot, we should be on our way to 4,200 or more on the wave 3 of 3. And then we would start to look for another pullback at that point on our way to actually around 4,400, the way this is projecting right now. So might be a little more than the 4,300 we were looking for. They might push this up to 4,400 based on the current projections. But we'll have to see once we get into this wave 3 exactly where we're at. Now, if they aren't able to do this, if this was a fake out breakout on Friday, it was options expiration. Weird things happen on those days. If this was a fake out breakout, it doesn't change a whole lot of what we're looking at. So the only difference would be we're still counting this as wave 1 up. Okay. The difference would be this is wave A of 2 down. This would be wave B of 2 down, and then you get a wave 3 or C of 2, because this wave 2 is an ABC, and that would target the 38.57 to 38.60 area. We'd look for the lower end of support, and then we'd look to start wave 1 of 3 higher. So the difference is we'd need to make another low in wave C before starting the breakout in wave 3. And the way we'll recognize that is once we do start to pull back here off of this high, okay, we expect them to push up a little bit more here, but if they start to pull back now and they can't hold the 764, It's a pretty strong indication we're going to break this low and head deeper into support, into that 38.57 area would be the target, and then look for the bounce from there. So those are the two paths we're tracking on the ES, okay, our primary path being that we're already starting 1 of 3 higher and looking to break out after we get a 2 of 3 pullback, and our secondary path being an A and then B up, and then our C wave down with target 38.60 to give us this wave 2 that we're still looking for, or that we'd be looking for at that point, and then we would start wave 3 and a breakout higher. Over on the NASDAQ, okay, we have very similar counts. We made our low back here, and now we're looking at wave 1 up, okay, wave 2 down, and then the start of wave 3 higher, where this would be 1 of 3 targeting the 11.816 area. Then you'd look for 2 of 3 in a pullback to hold support, and then 3 of 3 breaking out up over the 12,000 area to about the 12,550 area for that move higher in wave 3 of 3. So that would be our next moves on the NASDAQ on the primary count, where we push a little higher up here toward the 11.816 area, pull back and hold support, and then launch to the 12,563 area. The secondary count on the NASDAQ, and one of the reasons we have to be cautious about the breakout on ES and NASDAQ as well is they only hit the 382 retrace on the NASDAQ pullback here. Is very shallow for wave 2. So same kind of a situation where you have the A, B, and then you get a C wave lower towards 11,233, which would be much closer to our support zone that we were looking for NASDAQ to hold, which was the 11,100 region. So we could see that ABC here down to 11,233 before we see wave 1 of 3 higher, and then 2, and then 3 in the breakout from there. So very similar paths, just depends on if we are truly breaking out in 3 yet, or we have one more leg down in wave 2 on both charts. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there, become part of our trading team, and make sure you love it before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. Additionally, we just started our training series with our Elliott Wave for Beginners trading class. You can see we have all of our videos in here for our Elliott Wave for Beginners course, and you can come in and start to learn to do what I do and figure out the market. In our 2 rooms, the first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, my midday video where I go over exactly where we are in the counts and what to expect, as well as the training courses I just highlighted. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading, as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you kind of have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account, trading mini ES futures, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we would love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. All right, key takeaways for today. Are we in 1 of 3, or are we still in 2? That's the question. So either we're getting ready to break out to the high side here with a 1 and then a 2 that holds support and then a breakout in 3, or we have an ABC brewing where we got one more leg lower in wave 2, okay, where you have A, B, and then C down toward that 38.60 area. Over on the NASDAQ, very similar counts where we have either 1 of 3 brewing, okay, where we get a move up toward that 11.816 area, a pullback that holds support and that launch, or we have one more leg down in the wave 2 toward the 11,233 area. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.